Your imagination will cause you to reject somebody because you're feeling rejected, which is not helpful to you. I was talking to a client the other day, and she was telling me about a great date that she had with a guy that she really liked. And then they were trying to plan a second date. And he threw out a few dates to her, and she got back to him pretty quickly and picked one of those dates, the only date that she was available. And he immediately said, "Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot I had promised that night to a friend that I've already canceled with before. I can't do that night." And she called me all in a tizzy because she wasn't ever going to see him again. She said, "Oh, I got back to him really quickly. He must have given another girl those dates, and she picked that same night, so he's going out with her that night instead. So I'm done with him." And she was really upset about it. And I said to her, "But like, you liked him, right? Like, you need to give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe he threw out those dates without looking at his calendar. And then when he looked at his calendar, he thought, oh, geez, I forgot that I do have that," right? Like, we've all been guilty of that. But especially in the very beginning of meeting somebody, you should assume that they're dating other people anyway. But if you had a great first date, there's all sorts of miscommunications and insecurities and like rejection issues that prevent you from having a second date when both parties really did want to have a second date, but your ego got in the way, right? So don't reject when you feel rejected by somebody, and don't imagine that you know what's going on with them, because you don't. And all you have to do is ask yourself, did I like this person? Would I like to see them again? And get in their company a second time. That'll tell you all you need to know. People do what they want to do. If they make an effort and they get together with you, it's because they wanted to. And you'll be able to tell if they're interested in you or not by the way they look at you and the way they treat you. So make your determinations based on the actual behavior that you're witnessing, not what you think might be happening, because you're usually wrong. And, you know, she did go out with that guy a second time, and now they're seeing each other, right? So I think you could really miss out on what could be a really good relationship if you feel rejected and insecure and shut it down unnecessarily.